y'all, my name is Cleela and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the tea on the best spots to live in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is big, like it's a big city. So there are a lot of sub-neighborhoods within the city. So you have the north side of Atlanta, you have the east side of Atlanta, you have the south side of Atlanta, and you have the west side of Atlanta. And then you have, you know, the central Atlanta, like downtown area. So I'm going to be giving you guys the best places to live on the north side, the east side, the south side, and the west side. And I'm going to be explaining to you guys what those neighborhoods are like, what the quality of living is like, and all that jazz. So if you are moving to Atlanta soon, or if you already live in Atlanta and you want to move, stay tuned. You're gonna want to watch this video. But before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe and make sure you like this video. So first and foremost, I'm gonna start with Midtown. Y'all, I love Midtown. Everybody loves Midtown. I have not met one person in Atlanta who had something bad to say about Midtown. Everyone loves Midtown, seriously. It's literally the heart of Atlanta. It's the central part of Atlanta. It has Atlantic Station, which is a very nice spot. Atlantic Station is infamous for their good food, their good shopping, and there's nice apartments, it's good scenery, good vibes, nice bars. There's a movie theater. There's a lot to do in Atlantic Station. And during Christmas, you have ice skating. Midtown is so nice. You have fine dining. You have everything you need. You have all the shopping you need to do. The Whole Foods, the Publix. Midtown's nice. But the cons of Midtown. Okay, traffic. We're not even gonna get in traffic. Like, if you live in Atlanta, you're gonna deal with traffic. That's just period. But the thing about Midtown is the cost of living. Wow, like it's very expensive. If you live in Midtown, you're gonna pay some money, okay? So if you wanna live in the city, if you want all those nice things around you and that good energy, you're gonna, And another thing that Midtown is good for are the views, like the views of the city. And when you live in Midtown, you're not far from nothing. Like, you're not far from all of the good stuff because, like I said, you're in the middle of Atlanta. Midtown, the middle, like, it's like that. And you're gonna pay money to live like that too. So yeah, Midtown is the first thing on my list, but it's also one of the most expensive places to live. So yes, if you move to Atlanta, you might want to move to Midtown, but if you don't want to pay an arm, a leg, and your first child, maybe you shouldn't move to Midtown. The second spot on my list is Buckhead. Buckhead is where the money's at, okay? Everybody knows that. That's where Lennox is at. That's where all the designer stores are at, and the designer plazas, and the nicer servicing places. So like the nicer nail salons, or the nicer hair salons, or barbershops. Buckhead is like one of the best parts. Like, it's very well kept. That's where the city puts their money towards. If somebody got a house in Buckhead, what do you do? What do you do? Because that's where the money's at. When you live in Buckhead, it's also a central area. It's right next to Midtown. So it's like downtown, Midtown, Buckhead. So you're central to Atlanta. You're close to everything. Bars, lounges, everything's in Buckhead. The nice hotels. My third spot is going to be downtown. And I'm just gonna say downtown because it's the heart of the city. It's downtown. Like, it's in the middle of the city. So why not? You know, if you want to be in Atlanta, why not live downtown? But another con, the cost of living there. It's expensive. Midtown, Buckhead, and downtown, those are the more pricier areas to live. Like, that's the middle of the city. That's a nice part of the city, but that's where you're gonna spend your money. You're gonna spend most of your money in Midtown, Buckhead, and downtown. Downtown, I don't really advise. You know, a lot of homelessness. It's a lot going on downtown. It's a lot going on. A lot of congestion. It's very congested. Okay, yeah, Atlanta, there's traffic everywhere, but downtown, oh my God, it's horrible. Trying to get home would probably frustrate you. And I just personally don't really care for the whole downtown thing. The views are nice. Buckhead's gonna give you views too, but no, it's just congested. So speaking of downtown, I'm going to also mention Edgewood. Edgewood is a nice little strip. That's where people go to like turn up and go to the bars. So if somebody says, you wanna go to Edgewood? It's like a bunch of bars. It's a nice little strip, food, vibes. And there are really nice apartments over there. The cost of living is high because Edgewood is basically downtown. It's getting better. Like as time goes on, it's getting nicer. So it's growing. So yeah, Edgewood is a nice place to live and it's right in the city, directly in the city. But like I said, that cost of living, you're gonna pay to live on Edgewood. Edgewood is also college friendly and the public transportation over there is very accessible. So next I'm gonna mention North Druid Hills. North Druid Hills is right outside of Buckhead. So it kind of gives you the Buckhead vibes, but it also gives you the suburban vibes. So it's going more up north of Atlanta. It's downtown, Midtown, Buckhead, North Druid Hills. So these are probably the more expensive places to live. So you can get away with living like you're in Midtown, living luxury, still living in a nice neighborhood and still feeling like you're in Buckhead, but paying less. Druid Hills is also its own community, so you don't have to go too far if you don't want to. It has everything you're looking for. It has the shopping because like I said, Buckhead is right there. It's literally, if you Google it, it will say North Buckhead. North Druid Hills is like North Buckhead. So some people still classify it as Buckhead. So you have Lenox Mall, you have the fine dining, you have 5-star rated facilities, you have the gyms, you have the healthier food options. North Druid Hills is a nice spot. So next I'm gonna talk about Dunwoody. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's like right outside of the perimeter of Atlanta. It's not too far from the city at all. Dunwoody is probably like 15-20 minutes away from the city. It has nice apartments. It's a nice area, so you're gonna get really good service where you go. It has the Perimeter Mall, very popular mall in Atlanta. It has good food, good vibes. It's more of the suburban vibe. So you're not gonna get the Atlanta nightlife, but it's like you're living in the suburbs. You're living like right outside of Atlanta, but you're not too far from Atlanta. So you're like 15-20 minutes from Atlanta, but you're living luxury in a nice neighborhood at a nice price. So a lot of people go to Dunwoody. It's not the most cheap. It's not the cheapest place to live, but you're not gonna be paying money like you live in the city by any means. But you're still close to the city, so you can get to the city quick. So if you wanna go out or do something, your Uber is not gonna cost an arm and a leg. So Dunwoody is also a nice place to live. And there are a lot of businesses in Dunwoody. So a lot of people work in Dunwoody, so it might be close to your job. So another great place to live in Atlanta is Smyrna. Smyrna is a really nice area. It's also on the outskirts of Atlanta, so it's right outside of the perimeter, so it's not too far from the city. It's probably like 20 minutes from the city. Smyrna is its own community, so you can shop out there. They have the Cumberland Mall, which is also a really nice mall in Atlanta that a lot of people go to. Lenox is where you go when you want to flex and spend some like LV money and some Gucci money. But like Perimeter and Cumberland Mall are the more, you know, everyday malls, everyday fashion, your H&Ms, your boutiques, your Forever 21, your Windsor. So those are really nice, popular malls. So like I said, Smyrna is close to Cumberland Mall and it's also close to the Juicy Crab. The Juicy Crab is a really popular spot in Atlanta. It's a seafood spot. They're infamous for their seafood bag broils. That is personally one of my favorite spots to go to in Atlanta. I recommend it to everyone. They also have the Battery, which is a really nice strip of just bars and vibes, and it's off the baseball stadium. So the baseball stadium is also in Smyrna. Smyrna has a lot to offer, and then, like I said, it's its own community. So they have nice nail salons, they have nice hair salons, they have nice barbershops. Out of every place I've mentioned, this is probably the most inexpensive place to live. And it's still a nice neighborhood. It's still on the nice side of town. It's not in Atlanta anymore. Like I said, at this point, you're in the suburbs, on the outskirts. I think this is where Tammy and Waka Flocka have a house. Like, you're on the outskirts, but you're still like, can get to Atlanta if you want to get to Atlanta. And the last spot that I'm going to mention is on the south side of Atlanta, and that is the Camp Creek area. The Camp Creek area is in South Fulton, and it's growing. The city is building a lot of new places down there, and this place is one of the more inexpensive places to live in the city. Camp Creek is probably the most inexpensive, but the best place to live. So if you're looking to move to Atlanta, but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg, but you still want to live in a nice area, you should move to Camp Creek. Camp Creek is also next to the airport, so very convenient if you like to travel. All right, y'all, so those are, in my opinion, the best places to live if you are trying to move to Atlanta, Georgia. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you guys were able to take away something from this video. If you are looking to move to Atlanta, and if you have any questions on what area you're looking at or what the nightlife is like in the area you're looking at, leave me a comment down below. I'm here for y'all. Like, we are a family. So if y'all are trying to move to the city that I live in, I gotta help y'all. So let me know if you have any questions about moving to Atlanta. I'd love to answer them. So make sure you subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. And make sure you like this video if you like this video. And make sure you leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.